Right then, what have we got on the end? Yeah, just cleaned off the charts, put these new trend lines on. So what have we got? You have got the resistance line and the support line has been channeling up down there, anticipated low and the bounce off there. It's generally slow moving coming down there, and there's sort of vaguish W pattern in there reflecting what's going off on the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has declined and formed W and is broadly reflected in here. All-time high 25, currently at 3750. Possible target might be about 13. Okay, and before that target would be 950 and 7 something, and then 6059. So what I'm doing there is think about putting the targets in those horizontals, see where they go off those sort of previous kind of high points. I want to put in thin dotted lines because it just makes everything else a little bit more visible. There. 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 Definitely across the tops here. Taking that median and absolute extremities. Of course, you want your tops in there, don't you? Just putting those in there, and in a second we'll be looking at the fibs, see how that corresponds over to this target price, these previous highs as potential target prices. And why put that one in so low? We can see the current price there, and that is a nice, it's a 10%. That can just happen in a day, can't it? Look there, day or two. Just took 2 days to make 10% off there, or drop 10%, and the equal and opposite is true, depending on various factors and circumstances. Let's put a from the high to the low. Now this 236 here, look at that there, interesting. So I want to put it on the green, equal price, isn't it? See how that affects it. No real great effect, it's not really testing there. So I want to have another little look. How does it look after coming down from there to there? Again, just that 236 in there. Okay. What else is there? Let's remove that for a sec, get rid of that fibs. What's it going to do? Can't really see, so let's put it in the daily. Pop up on the daily chart, get some narrow time frames. There's that a W section on there. If it is, it's not a great one, is it? Big old wicks in the way. And it's very, very oscillative. Obviously you can see the lower highs on there. Lower highs oscillating just in a gentle downward trend. Has he found his bottom there? He's at the bottom. So, as you see, it's pit bottom, come up and come down again, trying to just reach up. Just checking on there. What's going off? Tested on that 5.0, wasn't it? And also repeatedly tested along that 236 where it is now. There we go, that main body there with the 2 long wicks either side. It's just trying to get through, but not enough, and it's trying to knock itself back down again. Somewhat neutral. It's really struggling. When I say neutral, sentiment is neither here nor there, bearish nor bullish. Pop down in the 4. Look at those, got nice high highs coming up there. Let's get a trend line on those high highs. See how it breaks out. What's it going to do down here? So broadly, even it peaked underneath. Let's see how there, just a little support coming through, testing on there a little bit. This is a vague memory of what has gone before. What's that for at the top? Where's it ranging off the tops? See there, just working across, sort of desperately trying to do something, isn't it? Desperately trying to find something. There's nothing really discernible at all about that. General vague pattern. It's trying to form a pattern, a structure. We want to find some really definable structure. Really test here. We want it to come up. How is it likely to come up? Let's just check that out. Absolute peak. It's a bit of a challenge again on that 236. Really challenging that 236 in there. It wants to come up, doesn't it? It does want to come up. Let's check her out in the hour. Is it going to come down again? That's the thing. Is it holding there? Is it going to hold there? Or is it going to capitulate and then come back up again? Yeah, touching on that 618, massive acceleration up there, the 618 accelerator popping back up, and then holding on that 38 there, zooming in, find out what sort of resist levels have we got. Is it ranging between there and the 1 hour? Let's have a little look. Can we find a little trade off this? That's the thing. I don't know. Let's have a little look at percentile. Does it come up to test? 1.74. If it does if it does swing low to pivot high again, that's a strong point for case for pivoting high. A principal form of a decent form of support. Let's just have another look at the support line there. How strong is he? Yeah, not terribly, is it? But you got a couple of touches in there. Might get a result off that one. And what I want to see is a good case for it. Yeah, look at that big red candle coming down on the 4. What's it doing in the 2? Work its way through halfway point. Oh, just come up again, just for 1.74. It's not a huge amount. Is that a W forming? Again. Patterns sort of repeat themselves as well. Yeah, coming low. Look at that pop low. That main body is trying to pop low, is it? There's no really great way of telling at the moment. Zooming out. It's not an exact channel, really, is it? Take it to that capitulation point. I say capitulation there, top of that big red candle. Is it going to form high highs through a sort of vague channel there? Got a put in a shift fork. Let's try shift. From that point down, up. So I'm wondering how that would look on the fibs. That shift fork around about that red line. Having a little look. Just trying all sorts of things, having to look really hard to see anything on here. What about that red line? 618-ish and the 786. Some good solid numbers coming up on the pitchfork red line. Now here's something. Is that potentially another asymmetrical movement or a symmetrical movement? Potentially. It comes down here, touches off there, it bounces up again. You might have a narrowing channel through there, a sort of narrowing channel with long, sort of symmetrical type feature. How I treat it, is it a channel or is it a triangle? We don't know. Alright, see how this does. Come back to it in a bit, come back to it in an hour. See hour or two, see what it's doing. Is it a vague head and shouldery thing? Come down, bounce up. Who knows? Is it a W with there? We need to form that low, confirm a low. Might be able to get a sort of trend through here. Is that going to form a W, form a trend up through there? Oh, is it going to come down here? Is it just going to continue down and up to capitulate down, pivot low, come up again? Is it going to break through? I don't know. I can't trade on this one.